Hey, Jacob Tyler Norman. This is day 14 of a 30-day challenge to become more natural on film. I know that's probably a motorcycle or a car maybe, but in my mind, I was like, what if that's just like a really big lawnmower? What is that? Yeah, okay. It's a motorcycle. There's a guy just sitting in a parking stall outside my building and he's just revving his engine. That's cool. Oh, okay. Before all those shenanigans started, I was kind of recapping what I've learned so far, which probably would have been a better idea for my halfway point on day 15. But hey, we're close enough on day 14. So yeah, the first thing I learned was that just because I was able to talk on camera one day doesn't mean that it would be easier the next day, and then the next day it'd be easier. Some days are really hard, some days are really easier, or easy, not easier. I also learned that if I do this earlier in the day, earlier I make the video, the better the video will be. One, because of I got the lighting coming in, but two, just because it's I already got something done today, and I feel productive. But if I let it go on, it looms over me, and by the time I get to the video process, I'm kind of drained by the idea of making a video. I don't know why. That's just how my brain works. What else have I learned so far in this process? I've learned that, scheduling is a big part of it. You have to make time for these things, which also comes with some sacrifices. So maybe I have to spend less time playing video games, or spend less time hanging out with my friends and being social. Less time doing the things that I usually fill up my day with to do this project. So there's definitely a lot on my mind when it comes to how I can improve myself and this YouTube channel, and I want to convey that in the most authentic, honest way possible. And the truth of the matter is I just haven't been putting in the time. I haven't been putting in the honest work because I've been getting more distracted with doing things that I like, that are easy, like video games and hanging out with friends. Or sleeping in. Oh, I love sleeping in. So sacrifices are something sacrifices will have to be made. Dun 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 dun. But what else have I learned so far in this little project? Oh, another mistake I've made, which I've really focused on this video not doing, is looking at the side, the flip out camera, because I do that. Or a lot of the time I'll look down here, I'll look over there. I'm never really focused in on the camera. And so that's something I'm really trying to improve. Staring into the abyss, is something which is what I feel it looks like or feels like when I look into the lens, is something I'm gonna have to get better at. Another thing that I have to figure out is thumbnails. All my thumbnails are like auto-generated, and I get to choose one of 3. And I know there's a way you can change it, but I don't know how. Or I haven't spent the time to figure it out. I think maybe you have to have, I also have this, I don't know if this is true, but maybe once you produce more content and have more viewers and more times, that the platform, YouTube itself, opens up more things that you can do. Or maybe I'm just a Google search away and I'm sounding like a total idiot right now. But the habit of making videos every day hasn't set in. I've fallen off already. I've gotten really laxed about doing my editing. I've been bad at organization. I've lost video files. So I've pretty much made every mistake, and there's probably more that I haven't made yet. But I want to be as forgiving towards myself and see those as an opportunity to do better in the future. So that's my plan, that's my goal, and hopefully over time you will all see the improvements that are made, because right now I'm on a lame horse that's blind in both eyes. I'm the lame horse. I have to go to work. I'm an idiot. Negative self-talk is something I think I could make a video about, because I've been doing a lot of it this video. I think it's good to be able to laugh at yourself, but I wonder how unconsciously, how many like negative thoughts we just allow about ourselves to go into our own head. So file that away for a future video. But I want to improve. I will improve. I just gotta put the time and energy into it. And it's really hard to force yourself to put time and energy in something when you're like, why am I doing this in the first place? Like, for me, it's an experiment, you know. It's not like, almost like if I had to do this, right? Like if it was my job, or if I had to make a video project because someone was like, I had an accountability partner, it'd be a lot easier. But the only person I have to answer to is myself, and I'm only doing it to get better at a trait that I may or may not use in the future. But that being said, it is fun, and I do feel better after I get it done. So I know I'm going to continue. And even if this never comes to something, I just think it'd be cool to, if I consistently do this over the years, to see myself progress. I mean, we live in a, like, nostalgia is big right now in 2019, you know, especially with like all these, like the Pokemon movie and like all these like all these movies coming out that are supposed to help us remember like our childhoods. I think it'd be cool for me to not just, because I reflect a lot of the time and think about me and my younger years, but I think it'd be cool, you know, maybe when I'm a 50-year-old man, to see me in my mid-20s acting the fool on YouTube. But so for whatever reason I'm drawn to this, the fact is I am drawn to this, so I'm going to continue to do it. I tend to be pretty impulsive, so I'm just going to keep following this impulse until I see where it goes, because that's the most exciting thing. I don't know where it's going to go. But and the thing, I said I was going to stop rambling. Nope, I was wrong. I'm going to keep rambling because because I don't write outlines, and you know, it just feels so faked and forced when I like, this is the topic I'm going to talk about. I thought that was a good idea, and I think maybe for a different setting that would be a good idea. But maybe for this, which is kind of turning out to be like a daily vlog, it isn't. But maybe if I put a lot of concentration and effort into like a weekly video, then it wouldn't feel so forced, because it would be a project that I was, you know, it'd be a smaller, you know, instead of a 30-day challenge, it'd be like, I need to produce one really high quality piece of content in a week, and it needs to be well thought out and studied and make sense, and not just be me rambling. But I think I also want to continue alongside that, the being on camera every day, which is me more rambling and just being off the cuff and authentic, because that way I can kind of level up on both skills at the same time. And as I've already said, I have the time to do so, so might as well do it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. After this 30-day challenge, I'm going to focus on maybe making one really good video a week, or however long it takes me, because that's also going to be a learning experience. And then continue, sorry, my light that I usually use to just died. Amateur hour, jeez. But yeah, in the future I want to keep one video a week that's well thought out and has a point and isn't just me rambling, and it's probably niche specific, so I'll have to discover what my niche is, versus also doing it daily, vlog, which is me off the cuff, being as authentic as possible and just talking to you all, and just more of a, you know, a video journal. So that's what I've been thinking lately. I hope I find the day 13. I'm optimistic. I'm sure it's there somewhere. I just need to, yeah, I need to start categorizing and being more organized with this project, or I'm going to spend a lot of time going back and trying to fixing mistakes that I've made. Anyways, this has been Jacob Tyler Norman. Thank you for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow for the halfway point, which is day 15. Thank you. See you next time.